All right, good morning. How are y'all doing? Well, my camera's bouncing a little bit, y'all. Just kind of wait, wait a minute. Well, I got up this morning, drank some coffee. Stacy had to go to work, do a couple things, making some money, whatever. Um, just wanted to talk about a couple things this morning. I don't want to stress nobody out. It's Sunday, I ain't got a whole lot to do today, y'all. I got to get into something. That's the thing is, when you're off, for me, I'm used to working and doing stuff, but sometimes I get bored, so I got to find something to get into today. It's hot as heck outside in Florida today. There ain't no clouds or nothing like that. It ain't raining. Yesterday it rained off and on pretty much all day, and stuff like that. But today is real nice day. It's real hot out there. Yeah, I just want to talk about some things. I heard on a news feed that Campbell Soup is talking about going out of business or shutting down. It was saying the reason why they were is because people are eating less processed foods and more natural foods. So I guess the shareholders and the hedge funds it's over that or whatever is kind of they made. I heard they made like the wrong decisions in their company to do things or something is what they were saying. You don't know where all this information is coming from, but they were saying that Campbell Soup might be going out of business. So if that's the case, that's a big, soup maker and stuff like that, y'all. We need to stock up, and I do have my Campbell Soup, but they were talking about if that's true, that's sad because Campbell Soup's been out a long time. We're talking about going out of business or whatever, which is pretty bad. Just sitting here in the man cave and wanting to make a video and talk about some things. Of course, we got all these people around here pushing evil and trying to spend Americans' money on a bunch of stuff that ain't true and wasteful. It's very wasteful of the taxpayers' dollars to what it goes to. Like everybody knows, they're wanting to hire 87,000 IRS agents, and I guess they have it up to where, you go to get a job with them. There's special agents that they have that I guess can carry weapons, can carry guns. I'm thinking to myself, why is an IRS agent carrying any kind of firearm? That must be for us. I guess if you don't pay your bills, they'll kick your door down and shove a gun in your face or something. I don't know. But it's pretty sad. When they could have took that kind of money that they're giving the IRS, they could have took that money and give it to the schools to secure the schools to keep all these shootings and stuff. These people coming in these schools and shooting schools, they could have give all that money for them. But they're wanting to waste money on BS. I seen that Marjorie Taylor Greene has filed a petition for impeachment for Garland. So hopefully that'll go through. That guy needs to get out of there. He's so corrupt, doing what they did to Trump and going after archive files or whatever. That Trump when he was the president, he declassified all that stuff, and it's foolish what they're pushing. What these people are pushing out there, them Democrats and them left wingers and this and that, is just foolish. But I want to show y'all some stuff. The other day, I got a flag, the American flag. Ain't that beautiful, y'all? I love the American flag. Look at that. That's for my boat. So I got this flag in for my boat, and I'm waiting for the flagpole so I can put it on my boat. That way, when I'm out on the water, I can still show the American colors. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty neat. And it wasn't super expensive or nothing like that, y'all. It's just something that I like putting a flag on my boat, and what better flag to put on a boat than an American flag? It's so pretty. And it means so much. And but I got that to put on the boat. I'm just waiting for the flagpole to come in, and just want to talk about a couple issues. Not nothing crazy. Today's Sunday. We're not going to talk crazy or nothing like that. Just going to kind of tell you how I've been doing, and we've been just working, and I mowed the yard the other day, and but we got to stand firm, y'all. You need to, the thing is too, we need to start being thankful for what we have, and understanding that what we have is very fragile and we can lose it. Our freedoms and our rights and stuff like that, we can very easily lose this stuff if we don't make the right choices and the right decisions and stand firm for our countries and our beliefs. Everything is an attack on Christianity. Even the churches, is being not forthcoming on stuff, and they're not telling people the right things, and they're letting people come in there and just push their beliefs off on the church, which is super wrong. But we got a lot of evilness in our country that we gotta address and we gotta straighten out. But I also want to show y'all this. Remember, I was telling y'all in one of my videos that my mom had an Indian guy make me a knife, and he handmade it. My mom bought it from him it was for me for either Christmas or a birthday. I got it years ago. The old man passed away years ago, and I was one of the last persons to have a knife like this. But I'll show y'all. So this is the knife. This right here is the knife that he made. He handmade it. Indian guy. And it's a big knife. I mean, if you look at it compared to my arm, it's huge, And I'm a big guy, so that just shows you it's got like a bone right here to hold the knife in place. It's got the stag handle. But that's a big knife, y'all. As you can tell, I'm trying not to cut my finger or nothing with it, but it's not super sharp because I've never really sharpened it. I don't use it. I don't actually go out and chop stuff with it. I just put it up and hold on to it. One day I might have to use it. You never know. But that's a pretty cool knife, and it's pretty thick, y'all. Pretty thick blade, and you can tell he did all the work on the handle and stuff like that. But that's a pretty cool knife. That's almost like a Crocodile Dundee knife, Look at that thing's huge, man. I mean, if you put my arm up to it, look at that. Look how long that blade is, y'all. And I got long arms. That's a huge knife. But the Indian guy made this knife, and he was true Indian. I can't remember what kind of Indian he was, whether he was Cherokee or whatever, Creek Indian, or I don't know exactly what. I know he was an Indian man, and he built this knife and made it and sold it to my mother for me for a birthday or Christmas, and it was one of the last ones that he actually made. But he did a real great job on it. He was really good at it. As you can tell, look at the handle. Check that out. But that's just something cool I want to show y'all and share with y'all. That I like knives and stuff, y'all. Knives, guns, hunting stuff, fishing stuff. And I keep all the stuff here in my man cave, and as you can tell, I got swords and commas and size and all that stuff. But I thought it was real cool. When I got this for Christmas or my birthday, I remember I was real happy because it was a knife that I wanted. It was a real big knife, I just hang it on the wall like that and just kind of show it off. I don't use it for nothing. I just have it. But, it means a lot being that it's handmade and the guy took the time and worked it. It ain't something you can buy. You can't just go to Walmart and buy one of these knives like this that's made this well by hand. And sometimes when somebody makes something with their own hands and gives it to you or you get it, it means a lot more than something that's, just stamped or just made in a factory. It means more. But yeah, man, just wanted to show y'all a couple things, and that's the thing about these days, man. We got there's so much information coming out and going on, and we're getting hit 1,000 ways. When it comes to stuff coming out. I mean, 1 minute it's this, 1 minute it's that. It's just a bunch of mess. It's like everything's coming at different angles, and it's hard to keep your mind on, your mind level and straight. But we definitely got to stand strong in our beliefs. And y'all, if you're voting, if you're supposed to vote out there, y'all, and it's coming up, y'all need to vote. Y'all need to do it, whether it's local or whatever. Start local for sure. Go out there and vote. I know my voting time is coming up, so I got to get to where I can vote. And I think it's open from 7 in the morning to 7 at night where I live. And it's open. We have a church that we go to vote. in this new town I live in. But definitely, I'm going to go vote. And also, do your research. Don't just go out there and vote for anybody, even if they have an R by their name or whatever. Actually, research these people and make sure they're what you want and they stand for what you believe. If you just go in there and you didn't do your homework on these people, and you go in there and you just vote because they have an R beside their name, you're really taking a chance that you're voting for somebody that might not have the same beliefs as you or the values that the conservative Democrat or conservative Republican Party has. So you definitely want to do research on these people, and it's hard. It's hard to get what these people are saying, but watch videos of them. Watch how they talk. Watch words they use. Do they tout down to the other party? Do they stand firm on Christian beliefs? Do they stand firm on our constitutional rights? I can pretty much tell when I hear people talk or hear a candidate talk. All I got to do is hear a couple things, and it sets off red flags if they're not for what I believe, and how strong are they? Are they strong enough to stand up whenever the heat gets turned up on them? Or do they tout down to the Democrat Party? But definitely do your research on who you support and who you vote for. And I know it's a lot of work. I mean, I looked at the sheet they sent to us, like a mock-up of the voting thing, and it's a lot. There's a decent amount of people in there, so I've really got to do some research. I mean, I've researched some of them, and I already know who I'm going to vote for on some of the races. But we definitely got to look them up and see what they're about. Don't just go in there and vote all down the line. Now, I can tell you this, because y'all know me and y'all watch my videos and stuff like that. I'm not voting for a Democrat. If there's a Democrat on there, I'm not voting for him. Definitely not a Democrat at all. And there'll probably be some Republicans that I'll find on there and do research that I'm not going to vote for either. Just because they say they're a Republican doesn't mean they're Republican, y'all. There's a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing out there. But these days, I like to watch, I don't know about y'all out there, but I really like to watch videos and things that are good. There's a lot. I mean, if I want to watch something terrible, I just go on the news and watch, somebody got shot, somebody got killed, this person ran from the law. I mean, it's just bad news all the time. 100. It's like every day there's bad news. You go on the news and it's just bad news every day. I don't like to watch that all the time. I like to watch good stories, where people's help people and Tunnel for Towers type of stuff, and veterans that's getting these smart homes that earned them. They earned them and they sacrifice their stuff and they need the best. But I like watching stuff like that, like good stories, good stuff. We need to. Sometimes you need to take a break from all the mess, because there's so much mess that it can just wound you up in it. Misery loves company. So I suggest when you get the chance, you do like David Jones does. You went fishing, whatever, or you go out there and do something. Go work in the yard. Go plant a garden. Go plant a tree. Go out there with your grandkids and throw a ball around, or do something. Get your mind off of everything that's going on. I mean, we still need to know. We still need to watch what's going on, but there's times you need to take a little bit of a break from it, because it's so involved. There's so much going on at one time, and it's a mental. It just messes your mental up a lot, And we do need to worry about it. We do need to stand up for stuff, but there's sometimes you need to take some time out for yourself. Go enjoy your kids. Go enjoy your grandkids. Take them out, fly a kite, or take them fishing, or go BB gun shooting, or whatever. Just do something and get your mind kind of off of the mess for right now. My daughter's got a hurt Achilles tendon, so she's in a cast up to her knee, y'all. And if y'all would say some prayers for her, she likes to do stuff, but right now she's at my house. She's in there with my mom. And she can't do much, y'all. She's pretty much on crutches and a little scooter thing to put her leg on, because she's in that cast because of her Achilles tendon. So if y'all would say some prayers for her. Just sucks for her, because she likes to go swimming in the lake. She likes to fish. She likes to ride the four-wheeler with Daddy. She likes to be with me all the time. But right now, she can't really be, doing stuff with me. So she's been just kind of doing happy colors on the iPad, and she draws and doodles and stuff and watches TV right now. But she can't really do a whole lot. It kind of sucks because I really wanted to this weekend to spend some time with her, do some fishing or something. And we did get out on the boat yesterday. I picked her up and carried her and put her on the boat so she wouldn't get her cast wet. Even though it says it's a waterproof cast, we did get on the boat a little bit. It was so hot though, you couldn't really fish, and I was having problems with the dang. I thought my battery on my trolling motor on my pontoon boat was bad. Come to find out, I didn't have the switch on the foot pedal. Oh, God almighty. So I'm messing with that thing, thought it was the battery was dead, and I'm getting pissed, And but we rode around on the boat. I need to run it anyway, run some fuel through it, and because it's always important. Anytime y'all got any kind of truck, car, four-wheeler, boat motor, outboard, inboard, whatever you have that has a motor on it, you got to run it. Generators out there, y'all. Anybody that lives in Florida and you have a generator, I know we're in hurricane season. You need to be running them things. Them generators right now, you need to be running them. You need to run gas through them, make sure they work. Because tell you what, when you do need them, and you haven't ran it in a year and a half or whatever it is, and it's got old fuel in it, it won't run for you. It's good to get the run stuff. Like I got a pressure washer, a gasoline pressure washer. And every so often, I just go out there and fire it up, clean off the patio and stuff like that with it, just because it needs to run and run some fuel through it. And it's good to let the motors run, But anything, any car or anything that sits with a motor, it ain't good to let it sit. It's good to run it. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff going on with this country all the time, and it's a hot mess. You really think about, man, ever since 2019, I think it was. We went through all the BS. Yeah, man, it's always something every day. Every day is something, and they're talking about the thing about Trump's house where they went in there. It's like every day. I mean, I understand. And my mom used to say this. It was almost like when I was a kid, right? And I really let's say I wanted a Transformer when I was a kid. And I wanted one real bad, so I would keep asking my mom, hey, I want this Transformer. Hey, I want this Transformer. My mom would get mad at me, and she'd say, quit ding-donging me about that damn Transformer, But that's almost what it's like. We're getting ding-dong about it. I mean, you go turn the news on, and man, it's just Trump, Mar-a-Lago, FBI. It's like, man, I understand we need to know what's going on or whatever. But God Almighty, they just run it. They run stories into the ground. They use them, into the ground, and they're really not telling us really a whole lot of difference. I mean, now they're trying to say it was 20 boxes they found, or 12 boxes. They're trying to say all this stuff, and it's just an attempt to keep Trump from running. They're scared to death of Trump running for president, and I that's when you're on the target. Is when they're trying to stop you from running for president. You're definitely one of our the president of the people. When they're trying to do everything they can to shut you down. But that's how people are, And these days they'll attack you and they'll do what they can. And I wouldn't be surprised if they planted all kind of stuff in his house, or they had documents they throwed in there with the documents that he had declassified. They throw something that was classified in there. I don't put nothing past them. I don't put nothing past them, and I don't trust them. Probably like y'all don't trust them either. But I tell you what, it really raised my eyebrows when I seen that thing that said, because being the IRS is hiring, it had you read the description of the jobs and stuff. When it said firearms in there, I was like, really? Firearms? You're going to let these people carry firearms to go after people for money? That sounds like some stuff we've heard in the past, y'all, in the 40s, 30s, and 40s, don't it? And if you think about it, it's kind of scary. I mean, some people don't pay attention to it. Some people, But me, I pay attention to it. And it sounds like that's what they're doing. Where they, are they going to knock on people's door and kick doors in and put guns in people's faces just because they owe some money? And it ain't for the rich people, y'all. This ain't for the rich people. It's for the poor people. Or the people that says makes under two. I'm thinking to myself, if you make $200,000 a year, you're considered a like low class or middle class. I think at $200,000 a year, I'd love to make $200,000 a year. Jeez, man, I'd have all kind of stuff. I tell you what, I'd be in trouble, and I'd have all kind of stuff if I had 200,000. If I was making $200,000 a year, I'd have all kind of stuff, y'all. That's a lot of money. I don't make that, but that's some good money. I guess it all depends on how you spend your money or what you're buying and this and that. But if I made that kind of money, man, I'd have all kind of. I got all kind of toys now and stuff now, but ooh, that's a lot of money, And I tell you what, the country's we're in a weird place, and we're in a weird time in the world. When it comes to, the Bible stuff, and when it comes to, what's happened. I mean, I think back as when I was a kid and when I was young, and it was we had all kind of freedoms, and we had never had problems with this and that, and we always had some kind of crazy stuff going on, but it wasn't nothing like this. This is a whole different level. It's like the evil people has stepped their game up so much, and they're pushing so hard to destroy what we have, and I don't know about y'all, but I've lived free for all my life, and I don't reckon I'm gonna just give that up, and I'm definitely not gonna just let them control me and do what they want to do with me, so we got to do what we got to do, y'all, and whatever y'all can affect. The thing about it is, people always say, well, Philip, what can I do, what can we do? I would say like this: do whatever you can. Don't worry about everybody else. Don't worry about everybody else. Different people can do different things. Different levels. There's different levels. Like if you're just a person, you don't have very much technology skills, or you don't have very much you don't like doing YouTube. You're afraid to talk in front of people. Then do what you can. Do what you can. Go out there and make a difference. The way that you can, and how and what you want to put out there, because different people's got different levels of what they can do and how they can help. And there's a lot you can do. You can talk to people. When voting comes around, you can give people rides. If you see a veteran out there that's having trouble with something, or maybe his yard needs to be mowed, or he needs some food, or he needs a little bit of help, help him out. But make changes in everything. And I'm not saying just changes as in, or going out there helping as in helping the Republicans win the thing. I'm talking about anything. If you want to make a change in anything, you have to do something. And there's different ways you can do that depending on what you want to do and what your means are. Different people have different means. I guess if I was a rich man, I could really affect people because I have money and I can do stuff for people. But if you're not a rich man, then pretty much I got my hands, I got my mouth, I got my knowledge. If you see somebody that's having old lady that's needing her yard mowed and ain't nobody mowed it, go over there and mow it for her, help her out. Be neighborly and love people and treat people right. I always tell my daughter, that's one of the things I always tell my daughter, is to treat people with respect and be good to people, no matter what. Even if you get to a person that's really a butt, always treat people good, always respect people. And there's foolish people out there, and there's foolish things that people are pushing, but you know what? That doesn't mean we have to be as crazy as they are. I mean, we do have to stand up. That is the thing. We have to stand up against what they're doing to us. And they're doing a lot. But we also can do it with class, and we can do it with, in a better way, but definitely go out there and do something good for somebody today. Talk to somebody. I mean, it's easy as this. I mean, if you know somebody that's an elderly person or whatever, cook a meal and take a plate down there to them, or go help them cut a tree limb, or do something for them. Do something nice. Do something for a veteran. Our veterans really deserve more than they deserve way more than what they're given. And our elderly people, do help people out. Do things. Be nice to people. I mean, that's one way we can fight against evil in this world, is being nice. Show love to people. Show support to people. And if you can help somebody, always help them. If you're in a position you can help somebody, always do that. I was always taught that. If you can help, then help. There's sometimes you can't help, but you can at least have understanding for them, or some way that you can do something for them. But support your Republicans. If you have to go up there and help stuff envelopes or help clean an office or do something, do something for them and do something for people and be nice to people and good to people. Um, do it. But definitely we got to stand firm and get out there and talk to people. Get out there and talk to people until, you go to a gas station, the guy pulls up beside you, and just talk with people and see how people feel and tell them some things. That's the word. Word of mouth is one of the best ways to change people. I've talked to guys and they didn't like Trump, and then I started talking to them and conversating with them, and at the end of the conversation they were like, "Wow, Philip," or "Wow, hey, I didn't know that he did all this and did all that." It's like, yeah, so just your talking can change a lot of minds just with the talking. You could change people because some people ain't knowledgeable when it comes to about what's really going on or what we need to do, or they don't really see the evil, or they don't really understand exactly what's going on. They know there's something going on, but they don't know exactly. So if you can open their eyes and talk with them, that's one of the best ways we can make changes in this country, is talking with people and doing that part of it. So definitely when you're out there in the streets and around town, tell people, hey, talk with people. There's people, you wouldn't believe how many people that's on our side when it comes to stuff. And they might not necessarily be a Republican. They're probably an independent or something, but they pretty much feel the same way we do. And there's a lot of people that doesn't like Joe Biden. There's a lot of people. I haven't heard. You know what? It's been a while around here where I live that I've seen a person that says actually that they love Joe Biden, or they say he's doing a good job. Everybody I've talked to says, buddy, they do not like him, and Trump will be getting the vote. And that's a lot of people around here. And that's in the city and in the country out here. So, I think things are looking better and looking up for us, but we got to do our parts all the time. And, it's just something else, y'all. But we have to enjoy life too. It's a short life we got. You really think about it. Think about how fast time moves. It seems like yesterday I was 16 years old driving an old Camaro and, hanging out with my buddies and doing stuff, and, mudslinging and young guy going to high school, and then now I'm old man, you know what I mean? I ain't real old, y'all. I'm only 42, but I feel like an old man. I feel wore out. There's times I get up in the morning time, man, it feels like somebody beating me with a hammer. I said, Stacy, my back is killing me. My legs are hurting. She said, you're getting old man. I said, yeah, I'm getting old. But, I don't let stuff affect me that much. I have aches and pains like everybody else does. But you know what? You're going to have aches and pains. The thing about it, the older you get, you're going to have aches and pains. You're going to have stuff wrong with you. That's just something that's going to happen over time, especially when you did stuff in your life. Whether you played sports or you do a real physical job, or depending on what you do in your life and the injuries you've had and stuff like that, you're going to have aches and pains, And the best thing I can tell people is, look, I have aches and pains every day, okay? I could easily go down to the doctor, and I could get the doctor to write me a prescription for some kind of painkiller or some kind of muscle relaxer or something like that. I don't want to do that. I pretty much just tough it out, I pretty much just tough it out, suck it up, be a man, and, just deal with it. The easy thing is to go down the road to the doctor's office, and he writes you 2 prescriptions. And then next thing you know, you get hooked on painkillers. Because I don't know how many people I know. It's a lot, though. People I know that's hooked on painkillers. That I know. This might, even some of my family. They're hooked on painkillers. They take them all the time. Oh, I hurt, so I got to take this. Which I understand, people hurt and they have to take things. But also, too, it's bad because it gets you hooked on it and you start taking it. And there's a big problem in this country with people popping pills and painkillers and stuff like that. They just easily jump on something like that, and we have a bad problem in our country with that, I guess people that does stuff like that don't consider them being like drug addicts, but really you are. you know, whether they're legal or illegal, that you have, you know, you got a prescription for it or you don't, you're pretty much addicted to it. A druggie, you know. It's just you're addicted to the pills, you know, prescriptions. But we have a big problem with that. So if you don't have, I deal with pain and it hurts and it sucks. You know, I get more time. I feel like somebody beat the hell out of me. But pretty much, if I have to, I'll just take an ibuprofen, and that's all I take. I don't take much. I don't take any medicine. I take maybe ibuprofen every once in a while, you know, for inflammation and stuff like that. I'll take something like that, but I'm not going to go down and get painkillers or damn muscle relaxers or get on all this medicine. My dad always told me, he said, Philip, he said, the doctor wants you to come there and give him your money. And he said, the doctors these days, my dad's passed away. He's been gone for about 7 years now. But my dad was old school. He was born in 1937 in Roanoke, Virginia. And my dad was 77 when he passed away. So he was an old school guy, you know. But my dad always told me, he said, don't go to the doctor. Don't just run up to the doctor every time you don't feel good or whatever. He said, all they're going to do is throw medicine on you. Throw medicine on you and want you to keep coming back. He says, so they can get rich off of you. So, me, I don't never go to the doctor. I don't never go and get them put on any kind of stuff like that. I just tough it out. That's part of life, you know. Hey, you're getting older. You did stupid things when you were young. You're paying for them now. That's the way life is, you know. And we got to get, we can't just every time we feel a little sniffle or a little, oh, my stomach hurts a little bit, go run to the doctor, you know. And put like this, I don't get free health care, you know. I'm not on the system. I don't get free health care. So I can't go keep running up to the doctor like some people can. So pretty much if I go to the doctor, I got to damn well pay for it. I mean, I might get a little cheaper because I got insurance through my job, but I ain't got time to run up there. Plus, I got to make money to pay my bills and to buy stuff I like. Everything you see in this room, I bought. Everything you see, y'all. I bought this stuff with my own money. You know, some of it might be Christmas gifts here and there, but a lot of it I bought with my own money. So I got to work. I ain't got time to keep going up to the doctor every time I get a sniffle or I got a sneeze or something, or run to the doctor, because I don't get free health care like some people do. And I'm not picking on nobody out there. If you get it, then, you know, it's different for different situations. But I'm saying there's people out there that also abuse it too, for sure. You know, and, but that's just the way it is, y'all. That's the way life is, you know. You know, that's the thing people say, well, life's unfair. Well, yeah, it is unfair. You think life's going to be fair? Hell no, it's not going to be fair. It's going to be unfair, you know, and you teach your kids that. Teach your kids and your grandkids that things ain't fair. That way, when bad stuff happens, they're like, well, that ain't fair. Well, I told you, you know, life ain't fair. It ain't fair, you know. Teach them the lesson about life ain't fair. That's the good one to teach them. If you're going to teach your grandkids or your kids something, teach them one about life ain't fair, because it ain't fair. But at least if you know that and you understand that life ain't fair, you go through life a lot better than you would. It's like, you ever see somebody when they go through life and something happens and it was like something that was unfair to them? They're like, that's unfair. They shouldn't do that. Da. Well, if they were taught by their parents, you know, hey, life's unfair. Shit happens. That's the way it goes. It's life. So you just have to deal with it. It's just like an umpire. When he calls a strike or a foul or whatever, you just have to deal with it, y'all. You have to deal with it. You have to go along with it. When that umpire calls that strike, it's a strike, buddy. Doesn't matter what you say. When the umpire calls it, you have to just go roll with it. But just wanted to chat a little bit on this Sunday morning. I hope everybody out there has a great day. If you can, enjoy outside. Go outside and do something. I know in some states it's raining right now. Prayers for the people that had the flood up there. Hope they're doing well and hope God blesses them. Also say some prayers out there for my buddy Alan Hatfield. You know, he needs our prayers. Say prayers for me. I always need prayers, y'all. Even if I don't, I still do. So say prayers for me. Share my video out. Hey, thumbs up on my video. Do thumbs up. Do some comments. Send me some comments, y'all. Send some comments on my video. Share it out to your friends, your family, people that you hang out with, whatever. Just share me out. We need your help, you know, and support other channels that are my friends, like Waterbug68, Donald Wiseman, also Mark Hatfield. Watch his videos. He just had a video today that I watched. I shared out. Always share out Mark Hatfield's videos. Pastor Steve Warren, we love you. Up in Baxter, Tennessee. Faith Chapel Ministries, a good man of God, always doing God's work and having saving people and leading people to the Lord. But I love all my subscribers out there. I really appreciate y'all guys, and a big thanks from me to y'all for building my channel as much as I've got. Now I know I ain't no huge channel, but I tell you what, it's because of y'all that I have a channel and I get to express what I feel, and I got good people around me. So I really appreciate y'all. Well, until next time, I know Stacy ain't here. She's probably gonna be mad because she didn't get to do a video with me, but that's all right. We can do one with Stacy. We love you guys. Take care of yourself. Go have a good day today. Go do out there and do something. Get with your kids, your grandkids, your family. Go do something out there. Have fun today. It's Sunday. And also pray to God. Read a little scripture. All right, y'all. I love you. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.